So when I mean removing the barriers, we do not verify their income. We don't verify their residency or any kind of bank statements. It's not an invasive process. Everyone deserves food.
Extraordinary people in our community, I would say, are
Positively Milwaukee.
I'm excited to have you join us.
PozCast.
Welcome to another episode of PozCast. I'm Shannon Sims. I want to talk about a serious issue today. You know, the face of hunger can look like anyone. And when you hear the sobering statistics that 1 in 6 adults in Wisconsin go hungry, I thought it was important for me to bring in Rochelle Gamauf, who runs Friends with Food, to talk about the importance of feeding those in need. Rochelle, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me today.
All right. So I was reading about your organization, and I know that it's only about 4 years old, but is it fair to say that the organization started with a batch of spaghetti?
Absolutely. Yeah, the grounds to what I thought about and how I came about it and the mission, because the mission's a little bit like a twist. So basically I started, let's put it back a year before that, because the reason why I started this organization was because of something that I saw and a problem that I saw out there in the world, and I'm a problem solver. And so I saw that during my time of need that I went to the local food pantry and just visit their website, and I wanted to see like what the qualifications were. And I'm self-employed, and so was my husband. I just got done having 2 major surgeries within like a year span, and it took me a good year to even bounce back to being normal. And I could find myself going to the food pantry myself, and I was like, what could I qualify? And looking at the qualifications, I'm like, how do you show proof that you make nothing? And I was like, okay, I guess I can't use this pantry. So I never stepped foot in it. And when COVID hit, I started feeling better, and I was like, my CEO at that time, it was Next Home, and basically the CEO said during that Zoom call that we got to put humans over houses. And so I reached out to people off of Facebook. I had no clue who they were, and I made homemade spaghetti because that was the only thing I knew how to make in the masses. So I made 10 portions and then found 10 people and delivered it. And that was the first week that this organization was in service.
And then the next thing you notice is that you were also then shopping because there was more than just the need to feed.
Absolutely. And there wasn't any group organization. Everyone wanted to help out at that point of time, but there was nobody going to give them food the next week. And that's something I saw out there being a problem. People need food more than once a week.
So Friends with Food is a pantry, but it is a choice pantry. So can you explain the choice model for people who may not understand what that means?
So the choice model is they don't get a boxed food box for their family. They get to choose the items on the table. So it's organized in a fashion just like a grocery store would be. So they go through each table like a grocery store aisle. So the first, would be beverages and canned goods and dairy. I really tried to focus on the very nutritious food, things that cost money and things that they might not be getting if they're short on funds. The produce, the vegetables. Families really need those items and deserve those items too. And so the other thing I looked at when I created this model was to remove all the barriers to food insecurity. So people like me that are self-employed don't fall through the cracks. So when I mean removing the barriers, we do not verify their income. We don't verify their residency. We don't determine like who's in their household and verify their status there or any kind of bank statements. It's not an invasive process. So if people feel more homey to come in, we give out free food. We help people get the items to their car.
There's something to be said about that, because when you take away the barriers, you take away the humiliation.
Yeah.
And so people feel more like they can walk in with a sense of dignity.
Respect on the side as that as well. It's just a very humble feeling. So when a guest comes through our line for the first time, you can tell. You can tell like the barriers on their face. And so when I see them and I find out they're brand new, I go up to them and say, "Thank you for coming. We are so glad you found us." And you can see their whole demeanor shift. And it's just a few words, few kind words, and they just feel like I can relax. I feel okay with getting the food.
And they return those words to you because you guys do surveys every now and then just to kind of get a pulse of how you're doing, how people are receiving, and what are they saying?
They're just overjoyed. And, just by the amount of food and the quality of our food, we really try to get our families the best food for them, especially for the children. I mean, right now, our families, 67% of them have children. And so when those children come in, they don't think it's a pantry. And they feel like it's a grocery store. So it's very welcoming to all sorts of different age groups as well.
How do you respond to those that say, well, Rochelle, if you have no restrictions, how do you know you're feeding the people who need it most?
Absolutely. So basically, I say I'm not God. I'm not here to determine who receives today and who doesn't. Everyone deserves food.
So true. And you run a mighty tight small ship. I know that there's just a few of you who are actually on the payroll, but if it wasn't for the volunteers.
Right. Our volunteers mean everything to us. And right now I'm the only paid person. So it's mainly volunteer based. And so we give back to the community more than I think a lot of area places do.
And you have a lot of these volunteers who we're seeing on the screen right now who come week after week.
Absolutely. And we have a lot of loyalty because they feel the joy. They feel the joy and they feel like they're contributing back. And that's what we hear a lot from our volunteers and a lot from our families because, you can change somebody's life really instantly and change their whole demeanor or outlook on life by just conversating with people. And that's the reason why when we named Friends with Food, we put friends before food.
So how has this work changed you, Rochelle?
It got me very humble as a person and very frugal, more so than I ever was. I was a real estate agent that had, excess income. And so for me, it's giving back and finding the passion to give back and knowing that you're making a difference. So our volunteers are put on the front lines where they're conversating and seeing that impact.
And I noticed you have a lot of young volunteers as well, too. You find that to be very important.
Absolutely. I wish my kids were a little early, younger when I first started this, because those skills you're not taught in school. It's very of a humbling. A lot of them see their classmates in line too,
And they can learn empathy through this.
Absolutely. There's so many skills that you can learn. And, sometimes I do samples with the kids. I put them to work and I'm like, hey, it might be a keto product that we have. We have a whole palette of keto products and they're like, nobody's going to take that. So let's give out samples. And so
Now it's almost like Costco.
exactly. But we do more than just food. And there's more of the heart and soul, like the clothing that we do once a month. We do vaccines. We do books right now. We partnered with the Waukesha School District where we had 5 pallets of books this summer. So we encourage kids to read. And it's just, budget classes to try to get people to the next level in their life.
This is becoming more of a community center rather than a pantry.
Absolutely. I always say food is the hub of what we do, but let's teach people to not use our services. It sounds kind of hard saying that, but, there's so much joy into providing for your own family. And if we're just a stepping stone in that, it's a very humbling career to be part of this new era and a different mission.
And do you feel you found your purpose?
Absolutely. There's just so much, these people are my friends at the end of the day. You get to hear their stories. You get to hear their joy of how we're affecting them and how we're making a difference in their lives.
And because of what you have done in Waukesha, you've gotten some eyes on you here in Milwaukee. Tell me a little bit about how you're planning to bring friends first with food to the Milwaukee area.
Absolutely. So basically 17% of our audience does come from Milwaukee already, and they drive 30, 40 minutes to see us. And so we were approached by someone that has been in the industry for 17 years, came and saw our pantry, and was like, we have to bring this to Milwaukee. This mission, the no judgment zone, is not like what you see. And she's been through 24 different pantries in the last year. And so it's just a different overall mission. And when you walk in, you're treated like a human at the end of the day.
At the end of the day. And we all can help each other. So how can those who may be listening, watching, help you?
So we are in need of so many things. Volunteers, if you're a corporation, volunteering as a group. We're looking for a sponsorship because we don't receive any state or government funding. So the only way we keep our doors open is by getting company donations and sponsorship. We need people to help us with food rescue. We drive, each week to about 6, 7 different locations to pick up food. So we always need hands and skills from all people.
I think we have found our next doing good mission here at TMJ4. Rochelle, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Is there someone in your community doing amazing work? An unsung hero, or someone just with an inspiring story to uplift us all? Well, I want to hear from you because I want to talk to them. Why don't you reach out to me with the email on the screen? And the next time you tune in, they may just be sitting next to me here on the PozCast.